Alright guys, welcome back to another pickups video. This one is a pretty big one, like I've been doing for the last ones. Just trying to stack up everything so I can just do it all in one video instead of doing like multiple small videos. So let's go ahead and get started. Not in particular order. First game here, buying a Commando for the NES. My mom got me this back in the day for my 9th birthday, I remember. And she didn't even know what to get me. She just saw this game, thought it would be cool, and it ended up being the right game because I ended up enjoying it. Not at first because I didn't know how to control it well, but I remember playing it at some friend's house and they got good at it, and I watched how they played, and then I got better at it, and I ended up beating the game. So this is a little throwback and everything. Just missing the manual, but still it's cool to see stuff like this from your childhood. Next game here. I think I showed this in a video with Jason already, but this is Riddle Corpses for the Vita and the PS4. It's a twin stick shooter, sprite animation, very cool game. I like that you're able to level up in the game. 2-player co-op, of course, and you're able to level up your characters and everything like that. So not really much else to say about it. You're seeing the footage here, but it's a cool game to check out. One of my friends actually got a platinum in the game. The only thing I wish that the game probably would have is some online, so you can play online with some friends. But yeah, still a very solid game. So check out Red Art Games. The physical copies are being sold there. As of this video, they're not sold out, so definitely check them out. I'll leave a link in the description. Next we have here is the Mega Man Zero collection. I was so happy this came out. Capcom surprised me with this one. I thought they were going to ignore these games forever. Indie Crates, as they're known now, did a lot of the Mega Man games back in the day that we didn't even know about. So that Capcom just had them under the Capcom name, but they were really their own little thing. But this is the product. This is their product right here, and Mega Man Zero series is great. I'm more of a fan of the ZX series because that's the game where you actually become Mega Man. Very cool games. Mega Man Zero Advent is ZX Advent is my favorite one out of the latter games. But the Mega Man Zero games, when they first were released on the Game Boy Advance, they were pretty tough, very hard, I would say. I mean, you gotta be really good at the games, but these games actually had an option where it makes it a little bit easier for people who want to get into it, so that's cool. Lots of features, filters, extra modes they added to the game. It's just very well done. So these are being sold for $30 a piece. As you guys know, I gotta get the PS4 version for my trophies, and then the Switch version for my portable version. So end up being $60, but still totally worth it. Definitely check these out, guys. Next one here is Aguilos. Aguilos, my buddy Kyle hooked me up with this one, and he said it was a really good game, so I checked it out, and it's kind of like, it reminds you of those games like, I would say, Monster Boy, or Wonder Boy, I think it was called, something like that on the Sega Master System, but it really pulled me in. Very cool game. The music is a throwback and everything. Just the whole way the game is perceived is just such a throwback. I love it. I haven't beat the game yet, don't know how long it is, but I was having a lot of fun with it, so definitely check this one out. Let's see here. Now, these are some imports I got from Play Asia. This is the Sisters Royale. I believe I talked about this in the video before. Sisters Royale is actually, if you guys remember Alpha Systems, they did the Castle Shishigami games. The last Castle Shishigami game they did was Part 3, which was released on the Wii. It's almost 13, 14 years ago now, so they've been doing games since then, but not shooters. So this is like another, their return to roots in a way, like back to doing shooters again. So Sisters Royale, this is the Play Asia version. It is in English, so don't let that sway you away from it. Unless you want to wait for the one that's being released by Strictly Limited, you can also do that as well. But anyways, I like it. It's not a 2-player shoot 'em up, but that's okay. Not every shoot 'em up needs to be 2 players, but I say give it a go, guys. It's funny, and it's like a return to roots in a way, because Alpha Systems is back. So hopefully it stays that way for a while. Next up, we have The Gardens Between. This physical copy was done by Super Rare Games. This is the collector's edition, and the regular version of the game, here it is right here as well. But yeah, just this game. Me and Jason talked about it on the show. Well, Jason talked about it on a Pickles video we did. I didn't really understand it. until I saw it for myself. And right away, the game gives me that feeling that like I'm playing that game. If you played Oxenfree for some reason, just the way the game graphically looks and everything like that. But except without all the dialogue, voice talent, and everything like that. But not too much I can say about the game right now because I'm getting into it. But these kids are in a small tree house and they end up in this other world, and it's kind of like has that rewind effect and everything in it. So pretty cool stuff, man. But yeah, super rare games, man. I gotta admit, like when they first came out, I wasn't too impressed with them, but now they're putting out some good titles on physical, so I'll be looking forward to more of their stuff in the future. Next up, we have here Halloween Forever. I talked about this on Jason's channel too. So this game is pretty much like a traditional platform game. You know, it's a real throwback and everything like to old school NES games. Pretty cool. There was only, I believe, 999 copies of this made, and then yeah, so it does come with a manual and all that good stuff in it and everything. Yeah, a little short little manual, and it's in color. Oh, it's mostly like comics and everything. But from what you're seeing here, you can judge if it be a game you want to play or whatnot. So another release from Red Art Games. Check that one out. Here is a fighting game that I just found out about. Well, actually, Kyle told me about this one a while back. This is called Omen of Sorrow. This is a fighting game dealing with folklore characters like you have the Hunchback of Notre Dame in it, whatever his name was, vampires, angels, and all that stuff. It's actually pretty cool. Even the game is online as well. I tried to find a fight online, but couldn't find anything. But still, I think a lot of people don't know about this game. So I'm not saying it's a hidden gem or nothing like that, but it's very interesting. So if you see it out there, give it a go. Or if you like the footage you're seeing here, give it a try or whatnot. Sedesco Games is like the publisher that publishes games that are, well, I don't really know, but still, I think they're a pretty good publisher. They have some pretty good games. They did do the physical copy of Remothered, which I did in the video before, so, I mean, they won me over with that one. But anyways, let me know what you think of Omen of Sorrow. Next up here, we have The Sinking City. I'm really trying to get in this game. I found this for $10 at GameStop. It went on sale, and I've always been interested in this game. So I figured for 10 bucks, why not, and everything. So the game is very eerie with the whole format it has. Like you end up in this town. There's like, you can already tell the town smells bad because all the environment. Like, there's all these fish animals dead around the area and just like jacked up looking people. You're trying to figure out what's going on, and it's just crazy. So I'm looking forward to getting into this one. The story follows from a H.P. Lovecraft story or whatnot. I believe that's what this game follows. So. If you guys have played it, let me know what I'm getting into. I think it's kind of like a Call of Cthulhu game, but I'm not really sure. But like I said, I'll still get into it, so let me know what you guys think as well. The Sinking City. All right, next up we have here a shoot 'em up. I was actually looking forward to this one. Everybody's pumped up about this one. This is S Parade for the PS4. I believe this is originally a cave game, and M2 released it in the physical format for the Switch and PS4. Of course, I got the PS4 version for the trophies and everything like that, but the game is totally in English, so you don't have to worry about it being released over here in America or anything like that. You can just get it from PlayAsia and be good to go like that. Just to say a little bit about shoot 'em ups, we already done one on here with Sisters Royale. But you guys got to remember, shoot 'em ups are a niche genre, and getting them in a physical format is pretty amazing these days. There's not that many that get passed for a physical, and we're about the physical media here, so I think that's one of the ones that's pretty exceptional. So I mean, it's a really, really good game. So definitely, if you have the chance to pick that up as a physical, I think you should do so. All right, so next up we have here, I should have got this game a long time ago, but luckily I found it for a deal now. This is Blaze Blue, Chrono Phantasma Extend for the PS4. I have the PS3 version, but I wanted both of the games on the other games on the PS4 so I could do live streams if I want to with the game. And this is probably one of those fighters that's just really well done. I mean, it has a story mode, arcade mode, all kind of different modes. I mean, honestly, the Street Fighter series could learn from this one with all the modes they added into this game, not just adding stuff in later like they do. Like, hey, we'll add in story mode later. We'll add all this stuff in later. This game pretty much puts it all out there, and I think it's fantastic. Now, I know a lot of these kids today, they separate fighters now. Like, this would be considered an anime fighter, and Street Fighter would be considered whatever that is considered besides a fighting game. But I go for the full package, and this is definitely the full package when it comes to fighting games. So definitely, if you see this series out there, check it out. Next up here, we have Shadow of the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. And yes, everybody, this Definitive Edition comes with everything embedded on the disc. So any DLC patches, even the soundtrack, all that stuff embedded on the disc. And that's what we wanted. I talked about the original game on Jason's channel, I believe. Or maybe Jason talked about it. I can't remember. I think he had it or whatever like that. But it's not my favorite Tomb Raider game out of the new releases of them. I think my favorite, honestly, I want to say Rise of Tomb Raider, but I think the first one, the survival one they did, is when they all stuck on the islands with your friends. I thought that one was great because there's other people around you and everything. They're all really good games, but usually around the third game when they do something, it's kind of the charm starts to go away, and maybe it's because it's not made by the same creators. I think the Montreal studio worked on this one. Aguilos Montreal worked on this one. If you don't know who they are, they're pretty much the guys who created, I think, worked on the Des EX games, or whatever you want to call that series. I'm sorry, guys. But they usually work on those games, so they worked on this one. So it starts off really good and everything, but it kind of like just, for me, it got a little watered down a little bit because it starts out so strong. And when a game starts out strong, you expect it to keep up the pace. And maybe it does for some people, not for me, really. So, but still a really good game. Don't let me turn you off from it. I think this is going to be the last one of the survival trilogy. So now's your time to get to the definitive edition. I kind of dread talking about this game, but oh well. And for reasons you guys have seen on my channel, I did a video about this. Life is Strange Part 2. Now, Life is Strange Part 2, the story is pretty crazy in this game, but I gotta address the issues I had with it. I waited for the series to get put on a physical format, and what happened was, when I bought the game, there's 5 episodes. They only included 4 episodes embedded on the disc, and the 5th episode is downloadable. So it's kind of weird. If I ever wanted to sell this to somebody, they only get 4 episodes. They have to still buy the 5th episode, which is like insane. So this practice is not really. I don't feel like this is a good practice. If you're gonna put something on a disc, put everything on there, and that's just all there is to it. But they thought they could get away with it. They did with me because I didn't realize it until I bought the game, like afterwards, and I was like, I might as well just go ahead and keep it now. But if I looked at it before, maybe I wouldn't have. I don't know. I'm kind of like undecided about it. But anyways, Life is Strange Part 2 really has a big emphasis on drama in the game. So I mean, it's a sad story, and I'll just tell you that. So. But anyways, yeah, that's all I got to say about this one. Check it out if you, I mean, I'm not going to tell you about the physical, but if you want to buy the physical, you know that if you buy it used especially, you probably won't get the last episode. So next up here, we have Dishonored Collector's Edition. Kyle hooked this up, and I really like the Dishonored series. I was playing this one. I decided to play as a daughter and everything because in the first game you play as him, so I figured you can switch it up and everything. And I'm pretty good at games where you have to do a lot of stealth and everything like this. But this one really like made me want to do like regular attacks and just go out and fight enemies. But really, you gotta like do stealth attacks in this game, and it's really well done, especially when you figure out how to do things. Hopefully, maybe they'll get a sequel out there. I'm not really sure. I haven't beat the game yet, but this is the type of stuff they need to keep going because this is very well done, and I'm impressed with it. So let me know what you think about the Dishonored series. Next up, don't laugh at me, but I had to get this. This is Mass Effect Andromeda, and listen, I know a lot of the people like hated on this game, but I liked it, and I didn't beat it yet, but I'm liking it, and it was $5 at GameStop, so I decided to pick it up. I plan on beating it pretty soon, and like I said, I'm not gonna go off the reviews and everything. I'm actually gonna play the game like not patched. I want it to be the original way it was when it came out, and I'm gonna enjoy it like that because I actually like the way the characters looked, how they were all goofy looking. I think it's hilarious. But I'll probably play it like that and then play it with the patch later as well. So we'll see how it goes. But I think a lot of people were way too hard on this game. So, but at the same time, they had a lot to live up to with freaking the Mass Effect trilogy that was released before it. You know, I think what they should have did was release that Mass Effect trilogy like as a full package with all DLC on the new generation system. Just try to upgrade the graphics a little bit, and they would have made a lot of money from that. And then they could have put this out. But hey, I'm not working in their marketing, so that's on them. All right, so next game here, Intruders, VR game. Intruders, when I played this, it's like a hide and seek game, and you can play it through VR, which I'm pretty sure is creepy as hell. But you play as kids, and I can't really tell. I don't want to spoil too much of the story for you guys, but you play as kids, and the game kind of lets you play a little hide and seek in the game with them. But then something happens, and you really gotta hide for your life in this game. So it's pretty tripped out, and you're in this big house in the middle of nowhere. So it's really tripped out. So if you guys, and the game's in English too, so just let you know as well. But definitely check this one out, especially if you're trying to collect VR games and all that stuff. But yeah, can't really say too much about it. You're seeing the footage here. It's on the cheap as a physical, so go check it out. Alright, so next game here, we got Shaq Fu for PS4. This went on sale at Best Buy, so I was like, you know what, I gotta pick it up. I do have the Switch version, and I know a lot of people hate on Shaq Fu for whatever reasons from back in the day. But the Legend Reborn, man, he's back, and the game is way better than the original games, even though I did like the original games, the Super Nintendo one. Yeah, it's a beat 'em up. What they should have did with this game, I think, they should have made it 2 players. I think that would have helped it out a lot. You know, 2 Shaqs beating up people, that would have been pretty awesome. When it comes to beat 'em ups, you always want to add that feature where it's 2 people, you know, so, you know, because beat 'em ups, I mean, playing a beat 'em up solo, think about Final Fight on Super Nintendo, the first Final Fight, when people realized they have a 2-player mode. They're like, what the hell? So it's just kind of weird like that. But other than that, I think it's a solid game. Shaq Fu, Legend Reborn. Check this one out. All right, so of course I picked up Bayonetta and Vanquished, the 10th anniversary edition of these games. I'm more of a fan of Vanquished because Vanquished came out of nowhere. That game is so freaking badass, and I'm hoping that they're working on a sequel because they're putting these games out on the 10th anniversary. Hopefully there's a sequel coming out to it. I don't want to say it ended on a cliffhanger, but I just wanted more in that game because it was very well done and it's a lot of fun. Bayonetta, I like that as well too, but since it became exclusive to the Switch, I haven't really paid attention to it. And I mean, not to Switch, but it came out on Wii U, then it's to Switch and all that stuff, so it's pretty much exclusive to Nintendo now, I think. Luckily, the first one wasn't, so we still got that one and everything. But yeah, hopefully the series doesn't stay exclusive with that because they're coming out with a 3rd one, but we'll see what happens. But Vanquished is definitely something I think needs a sequel. The game's a lot of fun. Alright, so next game here is a shoot 'em up. This is Powerumi or whatever. These weird shoot 'em up names and everything like that. This is a shoot 'em up. This is a pretty cool shoot 'em up. It was hard for me to get into it because I was getting killed fast in this one. You know, you got to really pay attention, like keep your eyes on the screen. And I like that this shoot 'em up has like music in there. Not music, but it has like story in it to where it shows you like it kind of goes like into the characters pretty much and everything. So not only a lot of shoot 'em ups come out with generic story, whatever this like that, but this one has a good story to it and everything. I'm not very good at it, as you're seeing here. I got killed. I didn't even get past the first level yet. So, but I did like play it briefly to where I was trying to get good at it, but it just didn't work out for me. So I'm gonna play it some more later and see if I get past the first level. Hopefully, I think I was just sucking that day. But yeah, check this one out. It's available from Play Asia. I think it's worth it, depending on what you enjoy, like what you're seeing here from the footage and everything. But you know, the Play Asia exclusives, the East Asia Soft, it comes with a soundtrack, you know, the card and everything, and all that good stuff. So check this one out. Let's see here, and of course we got a Ghost Blade, another good shoot 'em up. I talked about this before on the channel. This one originally came out on the Dreamcast, and then it came out on the PS4. Now it's on the Switch, and I think that's covering all of the systems for it that it's come out on. But a really good shooter. I really like that it's not that long and everything like that. You know, it's more of a shorter game. I mean, a lot of people feel like games should be long, but sometimes they should be short and sweet. You know, you don't want to especially with a shooter, you don't want to. Sometimes you don't have a lot of time to spend on them or whatnot, so you want to be able to beat the game within an hour. And then if you could beat the game within an hour, then you can start like really getting good at it. You know, trying to like maybe like do, I wouldn't say speed runs, but trying to do runs where you don't get hit. You know, so you or don't get killed, so you get the most points. Because in a lot of shoot 'em ups, basically the whole thing you're trying to achieve is that high score. You get that high score, man, that's amazing. But when you lose all your lives, the score resets. You can continue the game, but your score resets, and that sucks. So, game doesn't have like a big story to it. I think the story's in the manual, whatever like that. But it does have some really good looking levels, lots of like good looking, pretty much good looking graphics and everything like that. So it's definitely what I could say is a good shooter people could get into. So check out Ghostblade HD on the Switch. Also available from Play Asia, and that's where I got this copy from, courtesy of East Asia Soft. And you guys already know I talked about Death Row to Canada before. This game is pretty much like a beat 'em up mixed with Oregon Trail. So zombies are taking over the world, and the only safe place to get to is Canada. So you're pretty much driving to Canada, trying to find resources. When you run out of gas, you got to gas the car up. When you make stops, you got to try to get any kind of supplies to help you survive so you can get to Canada. Characters will die. You'll meet new characters in the game. So it's pretty cool. It's definitely a unique concept for this game. I never would have thought about like some kind of like an Oregon Trail. Like they would use the Oregon Trail format with a beat 'em up game, and like, you know, I just think it's really cool. So Death Row to Canada. This, as you see, this is the PS4 version. It was also available for the Switch. I think they're sold out though, but I think the PS4 version is still for sale on the Play Asia East Asia Soft site. So if you want to know where to get the physical for the games, you can get them there. Or if you want to get the digital copies, yeah, there's obviously that's available everywhere. So, all right, so next game here. Very excited about this game. This is My Memory of Us. This is the PS4 version. Well, obviously, and it's gonna be available for the Switch soon as well. But if you're, oh my God, I forgot his name. The guy that does the Star Trek show, Packard. I can't remember his dang name, man. Let's see if it's on here somewhere. Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna pause this for a second. All right, guys. So Patrick Stewart, that's who I meant to say. I can't believe I forgot his name. But Patrick Stewart pretty much narrates the whole game. And pretty much the game, if you played a game called The Liar Princess and The Blind Prince, it's like a storybook game to where the backgrounds look like kind of like a storybook in a way. Maybe that's not totally true, but it's very similar, I would say. And pretty much about a little girl, she goes to a library, she finds this book and asks the librarian about the book. And it goes to the history of another character pretty much, and it shows what they dealt with in their past. So I'm happy this is the type of indie game that I'm happy got a physical release. So if you're liking the footage you're seeing here, definitely check it out. I think a real big plus in the game is that Patrick Stewart does do the narration for the game. So check this one out. It's on the cheap. Next here we have Demo for the PS4. And Demo, this version of Demo Reborn is pretty much like a redone game. Still pretty much you play the piano and everything, but there's more story driven between the two characters and everything like that. The game is kind of weird when you first start out because you keep playing the same like notes over and over again. You think there's something wrong with the game, but no, the game is trying to get you used to remembering commands. Just like a piano, you got to memorize that stuff. So once you get past that certain part, then it starts playing the songs without you seeing the notes. You have to remember it, so you pretty much use your fingers to kind of remember things and everything like that. But you know what you're getting into with this game. I'm glad this one got a physical release for this remake of it, pretty much. And it just goes into more of the story of the two characters. So if you like these type of games, I say check this one out. I got my copy from Play Asia. I'll leave a link in the description for some of these games I'm talking about in case anybody wants to pick them up. Next game here we have Eerie. I know I'm probably saying this wrong. I called it Ocure before, but or something like that. The way the spelling is on the front, you kind of like you're like what the hell, but you look on the side, it looks okay. So Eerie, I don't know, whatever. If you play games like Flower, or what's another one? A good example of Flower, like there's another game that was before Flower. I can't really remember it. But anyways, you play as this little girl turns into a dragon, and you're going through you're going through a world in the sky pretty much, and It's pretty unique and everything. I can't really tell you too much about the story because I haven't got that far in it, and I had a little trouble in the beginning of the game. But I thought it was pretty cool. And this one right here, this came in a special edition, which you guys always see me show on Jason's channel in an upcoming video. I don't know if it's out yet already, but it came with a vinyl record for the soundtrack, and I thought that was really cool. My vinyl record is put up right now. I didn't feel like grabbing it, so I just showed you the regular game. But this is still available from Red Art Games if you want to pick this one up. If you like the footage you're seeing here, maybe you can check it out. But yeah, maybe check it out. All right, so next we got a fighting game here. I've been wanting this game for a long time, and I thought it was going to be released in America. It was released in America only on Steam. I was like, man, gotta have it on a system, gotta have that physical. So this is a Million Arthur. This is made. Oops, my phone went off. I'm getting messages right now. Sorry. But Million Arthur 2D fighting game made by the same people who made Arcana Heart, I believe, and also made Nitro Plus Blasters. I would say it's more the same with those. If you like those type of fighters and everything, you're getting the same thing with this. I thought it was pretty cool. Lots of cool music and everything. But to get the most out of this game, besides the fighting and everything, you would have to know the story with the anime and everything like that. So check out the anime, and you probably get pumped up about this game as well. But I like it so far. I think it's very well done. Doesn't have that many characters, so it won't have any like big balance issues or whatnot like that. But yeah, that's all I could really say about it. I got this off a bid off eBay, and I got it for like, I think I got it for like $10. So I got lucky with that one. Luckily, no one saw that auction, so I was happy about that. But the shipping took forever. I was like, man, when's it gonna get here? All right, so now we're gonna start with some Wii games here. First game here is Heathcliff, Fast and the Furious. I'm still a big fan of Heathcliff. Back in the day, I watched all the cartoons, even the old school cartoons and everything like that. But the game has much to be desired. I mostly picked it up because it was cheap, and just like, you know, represent I like a Heathcliff, and this is the only Heathcliff game I know of. But it really feels like it's a reskin game. Like it was supposed to be something else. They said, guys, we gotta do something to sell this game. What license can we afford? Hey, Heathcliff, we could get that. Okay, let's use that one. So they slapped Heathcliff on here, and you know, and all his friends, and you got yourself a kart game. It's a little sluggish. It's very sluggish actually, but I don't know, guys. Like I said, look at the footage here. Let me know what you think of it. But there is a Heathcliff game out there, so now you know. All right. So thanks to Jason's video he did on Hidden Gems video, there was 2 in the video that I wanted, and the first one I got was Need for Speed Nitro. Yeah, this is a cool game. I'm happy Jason mentioned this one. This pretty much takes Need for Speed back to the roots, where it's like just good racing and all that good stuff. Arcade racing, that is, too. So if you see this one out there, I would say pick it up. If you like the footage you're seeing here, pick this one up. But yeah, my copy is a little bit beat up. I might upgrade it eventually, but like I said, I got this for extremely cheap and everything like that. And you can use the thank goodness you can use the classic controllers on here and all that, because can you imagine if you were playing a Need for Speed game with the Wii motion only? That'd be so weird. I just don't like it. But anyways, a Need for Speed Nitro exclusive to the Wii. Check it out. All right, next game here we have Pirates Plunder. Jason talked about this on the channel. This is a 4-player beat 'em up. I didn't even know about this game, so immediately after he did that video, I went and picked it up at GameStop. They were selling it for like $3, and thankfully I got myself a complete copy. Haven't played too much of it, but what I played of it, I do like it. I think it's pretty cool. It does remind you of games. If you may remember Castle Crashers, it has that vibe to it in a way. So yeah, check this one out. Let me know what you think of this one, because like I said, I haven't really got that far into it. I would have never known about it if Jason had talked about it in that video. I would have totally skipped this one over unless I just randomly came up on it or whatnot. But yeah, Pirates Plunder. Check this one out if you like what you're seeing here. Alright, so the last Wii game we got here, I actually thought this game was exclusive to PS2, but what I found out was this game had a bunch of name changes. So on the PS2 it's called Skate Attack, only came out in PAL territories. I thought it was exclusive over there, but found out it came out on the Wii in America as Skate City Heroes. So Skate City Heroes is pretty much the same game, just different title and everything like that. A free roaming skateboard game. It'll remind you of Jet Set Radio in a way with the free roam and all that stuff, except you don't tag in the game. There's also a PSP version of the game. It's called Skate Park something. I can't remember what that version is called, but I can't believe like all these name changes and everything like that. And it says here you can use the Wii balance board, but I'm not trying to do all that, you know. I mean, I guess it's good they have that option in there, but I doubt anybody will use it. But you find this one at GameStop. It is on the cheap, so just happy. Somebody mentioned it in the comments, and whoever you are, you mentioned in one of my videos that the game was available on the Wii. So because of you, I found out about it. So if you see this video, let yourself known in there, and thank you for that, man. I really appreciate you. All right, so now we're gonna get into some juicy imports. Yes, you guys know I gotta have my PlayStation fixed. So well, let me see here. We'll knock out two. Whoa, it fell over. Hold on, I gotta pause the video now. All right, sorry about that. Anyways, first we're gonna start with the American releases, and then we'll go to the imports. So, Demolition Racer. If you like games like Destruction Derby on the PS1, well, mostly Destruction Derby Part 2, I think you'll like this one. I played the first level. I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't see real like why it was referenced to Destruction Derby. Maybe just your car could take damage pretty much. But spiritual successor, I guess. I don't know. But I thought it was pretty cool, and the game is pretty cheap. So definitely one to look at if you're interested in those type of games. One of my friends had mentioned this game, and I can't remember who it was, but so I decided to go check it out, and luckily my local store had it. So Demolition Racer, it looks like it was released in 1999, so still PlayStation was still like cracking during that time. So yeah, well, basically I'm saying like it wasn't at the end of its life cycle or whatnot, so it came out during a good time, but still PlayStation back in the day was releasing so many good games, so a lot of these games got overlooked, and this was probably one of them. So check that one out. My buddy Evan told me about this one, and I can't believe I picked it up, but he was really like pumped up about the game, so I went ahead and tried it out. This is Power Shovel for the PS1, and basically you pretty much use a power shovel in the game to dig up stuff at a construction site, and the controls are really weird. Every button does something different, just like a real freaking construction machine or whatever they call these things. I forgot what you call them, but maybe they're just called power shovels for real. But anyways, the game is fun, it's different, it's unique, you know, very quirky and all that stuff. But at the same time, I guess I have to get into it more because I want to see there's more to it. And I've only played the first couple of levels, so hopefully it changes things up. It doesn't, you know, doesn't stay like the dude does the same thing over and over again. But we'll see. But Evan, because of you, I picked this one up, man. So hopefully, you know, I'll get more into it, man. Well, Evan, let me know what you think about this game in the comments, because let me know how far you got in the game. Let me know what you think. So, Power Shovel for PS1. All right, now we're getting to the imports. Why does everybody keep hitting me up right now? Hold on a second, I gotta turn off. I gotta mute this real fast. All right, so I think we can get this done in peace now. All these sound effects. First game here is X2. Shoot 'em up. This one, I actually have the PAL version of it, but the Japanese version that was released has some extra features in there, or it fixes some issues that the PAL version has. I don't remember exactly what those were, but I think it's a cool shooter. It's kind of tough in a way to where there's a lot of stuff on the screen, and it seems like you don't have that many powerful weapons at first, but you just have to know what weapons to use in this game. So like I said, I think it's a pretty cool game, well done. It was actually going to be released in America on the Saturn and PS1 by Acclaim. They were going to do it, but during that time I guess they were going through bankruptcy or coming close to bankruptcy, so the game was never released in America. But this is one of my, when I got on my import kick a few years ago, I picked up the PAL version of this game, and yeah, I really liked it. So having the Japanese version is really cool. So because this is the better version of the game, of the two games. So anyway, yeah, X2. Check this one out if you like what you're seeing here. All right, so you guys know one of my favorite fighting games of all time is the King of Fighters series. My buddy Sar Morrow, he does a lot of live streams on his channel, and he was playing King of the Fighters on his channel, and I noticed something different in the video. He was playing King of the Fighters, and I noticed the soundtrack was different, and I asked DJ about it in the stream. He said, yeah, the CD version's got an arranged soundtrack. So pretty much Saturn, PS1, the Neo Geo CD games all had a different soundtrack, which is really cool. So I decided to pick up King of the Fighters 96, which has an arranged soundtrack. Now I know what you guys are going to say, Reggie, aren't those load times horrible on it? They're actually not that bad, but when the Polymega system comes out, you play these on that system, no load times pretty much. So these are going to be a lot more playable. You won't lose the flow of the game pretty much. So King of Fighters 96 is the first one. I like this game. It's not my favorite King of the Fighters game, but it's one of the King of the Fighters games that really, where the series started to get, like, I would say, like more like combos. You could chain up combos and all that stuff. You got the striker system in there. I believe the striker system's in this one. But it started to pick up during this time. Like, you could take it as a series fighter, I would say. Not saying the 94 and 90 and 95 weren't series fighters, but this one is like more, you could say you could play this one in a tournament, I would say. So King of Fighters 96, cool game. Next up, we have King of Fighters 97. I remember seeing this one a lot in the arcades, and I never really got into it, but it's a solid game. I mean, just like the other ones. And a good thing about the King of Fighters series is that it has a lot of characters to choose from. So that's what I've always liked about the series. Lots of cool characters. Just a well done series. I mean, yes, I do like this better than Street Fighter. This series better than Street Fighter. I mean, the last Street Fighter game I really liked was, of course, Third Strike. I do like Street Fighter 4, but 5 have not got into that one yet. And I think maybe that's because of all of the seasonal passes it's had and all the added stuff to it. I mean, I don't know. I don't mean to bash it or nothing like that. If you like Street Fighter 5, cool, but King of the Fighters has never let me down pretty much. Every game that's come out for this series has been great for me. So if you like these games, definitely check them out. But just know that those versions I talked about have a range soundtrack on them, which was exclusive to them at that time. Our next game here, we have X, the series. Have you seen the series X before? I have it up here. I'm not going to reach for it right now, but they actually put it on the PS1. But here's the thing, though. I think it's a great series. The movie's weird, but whatever. If you played the Psychic Force, that game, this is basically Psychic Force reskinned with the X characters, which I have no problem with. I think this is fine because I like the series that much. But just to know that you might have already played this game before and not even know it. So yeah, I don't know why they did that, or why they didn't make an original game. Maybe they thought Psychic Force didn't sell well enough, so it wasn't popular enough, so they thought it could be popular if they put this series, they reskinned it as this series. And maybe that worked, I'm not really sure. But just more stuff for the X series. That's probably one of the only animes I still own to this day. And very good anime. If you haven't seen the X series, definitely check it out, guys. It's on point. But in the game, like I said, it's Psychic Force. If you like Psychic Force, you'll like this game as well. And from what you're seeing here, you'll know if you'll like it or not. Lots of, pretty much all air battles, pretty much. So these next 4 games I'm going to show you, I got these, I want to say around a year ago, but I don't think I've ever shown them on my channel. I think I might have shown them on Jason's channel, but I'm not really sure if I have. So first one I'm going to show you guys here is, I think it's Peachy Chariot. This is a puzzle game. I think it's very well done. How I found out about this game was, you guys know I own that game called Chaos Break, and I looked at the company called Eon, and I wanted to see what else they did. So it came up with a Wikipedia list and showed what they did, and I started like putting in the names in YouTube and seeing what they were, and I found out this was a cool game I'd be interested in. So if you like what you're seeing here, it might be one you want to pick up. I believe this game was released on the Game Boy Color as well, but of course I'm gonna get the PlayStation version. But yeah, it kind of reminds me. Well, it's like Jewel, pretty much like your alleyway or whatever. You're just bouncing the Jewel back and forth, breaking the blocks and all that stuff. If you like what you're seeing here, it might be something you want to pick up. I picked this one up for, I think I got it for like $10, and I think it was like I think it was $10 with shipping and everything, if I can remember. I have to look it up, but anyway, you can find this game on the cheap. If you like, this is a PAL import, by the way, but they have a Japanese one too as well, so you can pick that one up. Next 3 games here. My buddy Russ hooked me up with these ones. He knew I was looking for some games in PAL territories. These were the ones I was looking for, and he found them, man. So Russ, if you're watching, thanks again for these, man. I appreciate you. Me and Russ have done trades before and everything like that. I think I had Rival Schools, the PAL version, a long time ago, and I sent that to him because I had the regular version at the time. I was good to go. But anyways, he sent me Poppin' Pop. This is like with the title characters, like what's that girl's name from that one game that everybody's Pocky and Rocky's in here, Bubble Bobble, the thing from New Zealand Stories in here. Pretty cool game, guys. So if you like what you're seeing here, check it out. Not really much to say about puzzle games. What you see is what you get, pretty much. So then we have Magical Drop. Man, this game keeps you on your toes. You got to really think fast in this game before that ceiling crushes you. But another cool puzzle game to check out. I was actually playing this recently, and I was trying to get better at it. I was doing good, but sometimes you mess up and you just get nervous, and the whole ceiling's coming down at you, man. It's like, man, you're like, dang it, hurry up! I gotta think of something. So think fast, keeps you on your toes, especially when you're going against somebody. But anyways, Magical Drop, another good one. I need to throw these games down here so I don't re-grab them again. There we go. Next one here is a Rapids game, Wild Rapids. If you like, I think, what do you call that? Water rafting or whatever, white water rafting. I can't remember what they call it. But anyways, this game only came out in PAL territories as far as I know, and I never seen a game that has to do with rafting like this one, a racing game. So I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't, when I first played the game, I mean, I didn't come in first place. I thought I was gonna come in first place, but this game, you got to really use some skills in this game. So you got to like do tricks and all that stuff to keep up. It's pretty cool. I'm surprised it didn't come out in America, but it says here the game was released. It was released in 2000. Oh, that's probably why. Yeah. So around that time, they were kind of like closing up. They were really focusing on PS2. They're getting ready to focus on PS2. So I don't know. Wild Rapids. I think it's something you should check out and everything. It's a pretty cool game. I like it. Thank goodness we're closing down here. Alright, so next up we have Tatsunoko Fight. So Tatsunoko Fight, DJ sent me this one. Thanks for looking out, buddy. Somebody had told me, somebody was selling this game online a while back, and I asked them about it, and they told me how the game was and everything like that. So I asked DJ later on if he found it when he was on his trip in Japan, if he could pick it up for me, and he did. And I got it. I like it a lot. It's kind of like a precursor to Tatsunoko versus Capcom in a way. But anyways, it's one of those fighting games that probably got overlooked or whatever like that. But what you're seeing here is how it is and everything. It's a pretty cool game. Yeah, that's all I can really say about it. I mean, I like it and everything. I just haven't got that far in it yet. But like I said, I do like it. So if you like what you're seeing here, take a look at it. All right, anybody in the comments, let me know if you play this game and what you think of it too. I would say it's a little bit of a slow-paced fighter, but it does have cool special moves you can do and all that stuff. So, yeah, check it out. And now, here's a cool game. So, Kyle found this Etsy place that does these reproduction games that are translated in English. So, Missouri Falls is a game that I've been wanting to get released for a long time in English. And it got released in English, even though the English patch they have, people feel is busted and everything, which it is, and the game is buggy and everything. But now you can still enjoy the game if you want to play it in English somewhat, in a way, because if you could get past those issues. And this game is pretty much the last game that Human did. If you don't know who Human is, they're the people who did the Clock Tower series, and I'm a big fan of Clock Tower. Human Interactive was Entertainment, I think they were called, was really a really good company, but unfortunately, they pretty much went bankrupt, and this is their last game they made. So I think this would have did pretty well if it came to America. It kind of has that vibe of what's that show called Twin Peaks, mystery and everything like that. Somebody dies or whatnot. You find out what happens and everything. So I'm looking forward to playing this. I actually started it the other night, so it's very interesting. And I haven't run into any issues. I was like, what the heck? But we'll see. But anyways, you could get this on Etsy if you want to get a physical version of it, or you could just get your disc burner out there and burn yourself a copy to play. Or obviously, what am I saying? People just get the ROMs and they're good to go like that. So anyways, there's that. But let me know if any of you have played it and beaten it or anything like that, or what do you think of the game, or what do you think of the English translation? Is it playable, not playable? Next up we got here is Top Gun Combat Zones. I picked this up because it was on the cheap, as you can see here. You probably can see it says $4 and $3.99 on here. And I thought, why not? And I tried the game out, and I tried to do some maneuvers or whatever like that, and I went straight to the ground, man. I messed up bad. It was pretty funny, but I think the game was actually cool. It's playable. I could take time to get into this one, but right now, when it comes to these flying games, like when you play something like a freaking what's that game called? I just forgot the name of it. Ace Combat Horizon or whatever, Assault Horizon. That game has so much action in it, man. I love it. So anyways, after I beat that, I get tired of that one, I'll probably come back to this one and try it out. Alright, so oh my god, so me and X talked about this on a podcast, and after that podcast I decided to pick it up. So this is Death by Degrees. I know we talked about it on the podcast. Nina walks crazy and everything like that, but it just got bashed in the reviews. But going back and looking at it, Namco really put a lot of effort into this game. They wanted this game to be really good, and they missed some marks. I mean, it didn't deserve to get bashed like it did, but it's still a pretty cool game, and I'm actually liking it a lot more now than I did back in the day. So I'm giving it a chance. So you could tell they were trying to make this something great. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. I think mainly because of how scary Nina looks on the cover. I mean, that is, oh gosh. And then on the back with the sword, I'm like, man, she looks like some kind of weird cyborg, but it is what it is. So Death by Degrees, pretty cool game. I mean, spin-off and everything like that. So check this one out if you like what you're seeing here. I think this was the game that kind of like gave the Mortal Kombat people that idea for X-ray moves, because this is the first game I see where she would she breaks people's bones and it zooms in on it. So kind of just like Mortal Kombat does. So I think they got it from this game. But anyways, Death by Degrees, you can find that on the cheap. My buddy Ben sent me this one. He saw I didn't have this one. And he found it for cheap. This is Dead or Alive Collector's Edition, and I have the Dead or Alive Ultimate game and everything. So what I was gonna do, I was probably just gonna put it in here and everything like that, because the Ultimate version has the extra characters and all that stuff. But this comes with some cool stuff in it. And Ben, if you're watching, man, thanks for hooking me up with it, man. It's really kind of you. So you get your art book. All that stuff. Jump it open. You get a soundtrack and the game and all that stuff. So I always think when you get a collector's edition, it's always got to come with with a soundtrack at least and everything. So this comes with a soundtrack, poster, all that good stuff, DLC codes and all that stuff. So pretty cool. So Ben, thanks again for Dead or Alive Part 5. I haven't even played Part 6 yet. I need to look into that one. But Dead or Alive, you can see the footage I showed here. Pretty much they're pretty much all the same, except I mean, they get better and better, but I think the only one that's really different is the first game. That one is weird compared to the newer games. So now we're down to the wire here. The last 4 games, I believe, are, last 4 games. And first one here is Wing Commander Prophecy. I got this one recently, and it was a sealed copy. It was going for I think $10 or something like that. So I went in and picked it up, and I was surprised. This game actually is really good. The PC version, of course, has the real actors and all that stuff. This one has text and everything. But as far as the 3D parts, I mean, I think they were really well done. And it shows that they utilized the Game Boy Advance's power, because the Game Boy Advance is a 32-bit system. A lot of people don't know that. So if you like the Wing Commander series, this is the last Wing Commander game that I believe they made. So if you like what you're seeing here, definitely check this one out, or get the PC version or whatnot. Oop, throw it down here. Next game here, I've been wanting this for a while. Finally saw an American seller. He's selling it for a decent price, but well, not really, but I wanted it because the same creators of this game made a hidden gem game I talked about in my videos called Hands of Time, and this is RoboCop for the Game Boy Color. It's a top-down shooter pretty much, with a lot of story and everything in it. One of the only problems I have with this game is that the text is so hard to read in the game. The way they put it out and everything is really weird, but you can still read it, but it's like you got to really look at it to understand it and everything. But anyways, it's a RoboCop game with a little bit with more of a story and everything like that. So I think it's pretty cool. It was only released in PAL territories for the game, so it wasn't released in America. So that's probably why a lot of people don't know about it. But the game is in English, as you can see here. And not saying it's a great game, but it's very interesting. It's something I wanted to check out. So check this one out if you like RoboCop. The first RoboCop movie, at least. Not the series. Man, he got owned in the series, man. Getting holes punched through him and everything. Like, oh, what the hell. Alright, next game here is Namco Museum for the Game Boy Advance. Not really much to say about this one. I mean, it comes with 4 games on it. You get your Pac-Man on here. Miss Pac-Man is cool. I played that for a little bit. I can only play it for so much. Unless you could make her really fast, it really is not that interesting to me. They make her a bit faster. It's a lot of fun, but hopefully you'll be able to adjust it in this game. Next one in here is Dig Dug. This version of Dig Dug hurts the eyes, the way it looks and everything. The green colors and blue colors. It looks strange. I don't know if this was the version they wanted to, or maybe it was because I was playing on the Retron. I don't know why it was looking like that, but Dig Dug is in here. We have Galaga. Galaga is another decent shooter from back in the day. Not really into it or nothing like that. And there's pole position and all that stuff. So I'm saying these games not in a particular order they're being shown, but still, Yeah, Namco Museum, definitely something you want to check out if you like these games. And last but not least, we have what I feel is a hidden gem on the Game Boy system. My buddy X told me about this one, and this is Extreme Wheels. Extreme Wheels. So think about Excite Bike. If you like Excite Bike, this is like Excite Bike as well, except you're on a bike instead, like a real bike, not a motorcycle. And the thing with this one, the games are pretty much the same, but this one you're pedaling in your stamina meter, so your character gets tired and everything like that pretty fast. But as you upgrade bikes, you get less and less tired, and with the stamina you have to use the pedal and everything like that. But just think about Excite Bike if you only had to use the B button, the B turbo button the whole time, instead of the A button, where you go at a good speed without overheating. So that's how this game is. But like I said, when you upgrade the bikes, it becomes easier and easier. I think this game's a lot of fun. It has a cool soundtrack to it, even though it's the same soundtrack over and over again, actually. But it's the kind of music that pumps you up, like the 80s music that kind of like in those movies that where the rhythm would change. And I don't know, it's hard to explain. But anyways, Extreme Wheels, a cool game on the Game Boy Color. I say check this one out. And the last item here, I've got to pause real fast because I got to grab it. Alright, so Ben sent me this. This is the RPG controller for the PlayStation 1. You guys remember seeing these in magazines, so you can play RPGs with one hand pretty much, and this is pretty cool. I never, like I said, I never thought about this thing outside of the freaking magazine or whatever like that. I never really saw it in stores, but Ben, if you're watching, man, thanks again for this, man. I appreciate you. Good looking out. He knows I'm a big PlayStation fanatic when it comes to like these accessory type items and everything, so thanks for hooking this up. So that, I think I got everything. So another pickups video comes to a close. I don't know how long this video is at this point, but thank everybody for watching these videos. I like putting them together for you guys on the channel. I will do more, you know, as I get more items and everything like that. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. Radical Reggie, and I will see you later.